Hey, human family, it's Darren. Welcome back to Fully Alive Again, where we build our power, increase our self-worth, and our self-confidence by learning all that we can about narcissism, relationships, and personal development. You guys, I got a really good show today for you. Yep, another Karen video, because I really believe Karens are nothing more than covert narcissists starving for narcissistic supply. But sometimes they even reveal a certain level of the demonic energy that exists in narcissists. We can learn so much from Karen videos, and that's what we're going to do today. Because remember, it's always better, extremely better, to be harassed or tormented by a Karen narcissist than to be a Karen narcissist. Let's dive deep.
No fears, fully alive again after these years.
You're going to witness in this video, at least in my opinion, what you're going to witness in this video is a narcissist who reveals their demonic side while going through their internal struggle in the vortex that they exist in their mind. Imagine not having a personality and then having a evil energy and or demon running through your system and trying to balance that. Some narcissists are better than others in hiding this struggle and maintaining it and not exposing it to the public. So let's take a look.
In today's next freakout, we have one of the most bizarre freakouts I've ever featured on this channel before. Now, this lady comes up to this couple and just starts screaming and rambling a load of stuff that makes absolutely no sense. Once they finally get her to calm down, they ask her some questions like who is she, what is she doing, and what in the hell does she think she's doing interrupting them. Turns out she thinks she's kind of possessed or inheriting some kind of spiritual abilities from these guides or angels, and I'm pretty sure she's just completely off her head. Check this one out and comment down below what you think, because it is funny.
You're slithering most. I'm just learning your Visayan language. Your Visayan language is all over your brother. Why? Because we're standing against you. My grandma's right behind you, traitor. Stop
it. Stop it.
Found the trail.
You're possessed by somebody. Who are you?
I'm the Pualani of Guam. I'm the last of the Pierce bloodline. You better know what's up. It's a sky. Look up at the sky. That's God. You don't appreciate God because that's Apollo's greed. October.
Stop, Nelly.
What? You better know who stands behind me, but who's in your gardens? Who put me in? Yeah.
Stop it.
They killed my Nino, huh?
Who's your Nino?
The guy you're talking to.
Who?
What do you mean who? You showed me to him and then you wired my cameras.
What?
Actually, they're cameras now. I am telling the truth.
Who is your Nino? Who is your Nino? I don't even know your Nino. Nelly. Stop.
Be careful who you get into a relationship with, fellas. You got to be quick on your toes for these crazy ass. Yeah, I didn't say it. But what you witnessed here, although it's entertaining, spooky, and funny, it's very serious. I've seen this kind of stuff on multiple occasions. You know, I could count them on one hand when I say multiple. But what it is, it's a meltdown. Now, we all get stressed as human beings. And if somebody could see you when you're stressed and you're frustrated and you're crying behind the scenes, depending on what level you're at, or you're angry and you punch something, or you punch the wall or throw something. Sometimes, in all human beings, don't front, we all hit overwhelm at times. Now, when a narcissist hits overwhelm, is what they do. You start to see the demonic energy. You start to see that they're lost and they can't find the personality that they cultivated for you. They can't sculpt that. And so they're sitting in an empty vortex with inner conflict. I've seen this happen with my mother. I've seen this happen with other narcissists. And they sit there almost in a paralyzed state, trying to get rid of whatever that evil energy is talking in their head to them, sometimes scaring the shit out of them, or they're trying to discover who am I supposed to be right now? You know, they can't put the pieces together. And I believe that's what we just witnessed. And if you're not familiar with narcissism and you're watching this, you really should educate yourself on this stuff, because these people are dangerous when you don't know who they are. And if you are familiar with narcissism, I'm just preaching to the choir, because you too have probably seen something like this. And if you have, please share that below in the comment box so others can understand just how these people are. So let's move into clip number 2, the male Karen, that are just as pathetic as these female Karen.
Disturbing, it was surreal, and just downright bizarre at times. Take a look.
Sit down now. You can't hold us.
Watch as this belligerent passenger argues with a pilot on this American Airlines flight from LA to Salt Lake City.
Sit. You see anyone else get down? Sit.
The passenger then appears to stumble backwards through the aisle and pull his face mask over his eyes before shouting,
Still find it. Really?
Once seated, the passenger appears to growl, snarl, and chew on his mask, visibly agitated.
He was swearing, he was yelling, he was flipping them off.
Dennis Bush was connecting through LA from Hawaii and started shooting this video after the first incident halfway through the flight, directed at a woman seated nearby.
He started saying that that wasn't her seat, that they didn't belong there. And the couple was of Asian descent, and it was very uncomfortable. She started to cry, realized this was going to be more than just one racist outburst.
Bush says the passenger then directed his anger toward the flight staff, repeatedly getting out of his seat to confront them.
Each time that he got up, you could just feel the anxiety in the whole cabin as everyone kind of tensed up, not knowing what was going to happen. The flight crew really asked us to not engage, and I think everyone could just kind of see that we were probably in the midst of a loose cannon.
He says there were rumors swirling through the cabin about possibly diverting the flight, but learned that they were close enough to land as planned. Once the plane arrived at the gate, authorities calmly approached the passenger and took him away.
Really? Yeah. Really?
The FAA confirms that American Airlines Flight 1802 landed in Salt Lake after the crew reported an unruly passenger, and says it will look into the incident, as it does with all similar reports.
And to all you ladies out there, you better be careful when you think you found the swell guy. You might find out he ain't so swell after all when you pull back the layers. But what you see here, again, you guys, is a person that's not able to regulate their demonic energy. And they hit overwhelm. And see, he's on a plane. It's like, imagine if you had to go to the bathroom and there were no bathrooms on planes. Imagine if you had to regulate yourself as a demonic narcissist and you're on a plane. And what you usually do in the bathroom or in your bedroom by yourself or in a closet, who knows, where you regulate yourself to the best of your ability not to be exposed, and you get exposed on a plane. That's what these people are, in my opinion. I also believe that racism coming out of his mouth stems from narcissism. I have a whole catalog of that coming up. But another point I want to make is that why are we seeing these things? Why are they much more prevalent in today's world? Why are narcissists losing their shit more in public? Well, one is because of cameras, of course, and social media. We're getting to witness that. But I think it's also coupled with that we had a narcissistic president for 4 years. And he's not the first, don't misconstrue. And narcissism is pervasive on both sides of the aisle. That's why our country and world is in a mess, and always will be to a certain degree. But I've never seen it so emboldened in my lifetime. Don't get me wrong, Trump is a narcissist, and Nancy Pelosi is one of the biggest narcissists you could ever imagine, in my opinion. They are on both sides of the aisle. Every demographic, every gender, both genders rather, every race, ethnicity, nationality, they are all over the globe. Black, white, Latino, brown, you name it. Short, tall, smart, ignorant. They are everywhere. But what you are witnessing with these Karen videos are narcissists who are, one, starving for narcissistic supply, or two, got exposed because they couldn't control their inner world, their inner psychology, and their inner demon. That inner demon ain't no joke to these people, and that's what most of these Karens are, man. They're just they're starving narcissists, starving for narcissistic supplies. So what say you? Have you ever been a witness to a narcissist Karen in public? If so, please share that story. These guys are entertaining, as sad and pathetic as they are. And if you like what you saw here today, please give a thumbs up. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, remember, the world is a beautiful place with wonderful, good people in it, but it's also full of narcissistic predators. So stay conscious, enjoy your life, and protect yourself at all time. And I'll see you guys on the next video.